Alright, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Let's get underway. What's in Terra Invicta? No, I've not forgotten. Just haven't had a chance. Quick heads up, I may lose power for a couple seconds, just because the air getting heat pumps installed, so the power may die. I was just taking a moment to re-equip myself with this situation, which is being, Dreadnought is intercepting our Gambit fleet. It's not called Jupiter Gambit for nothing. It is only a case of attempting to get, because a lot of our, well, it's close to a spiral, but if we can manage to get some attention away from our current critical resources, that'd be very good. Let's put it that way. It'd be very, very good. Even if only they have somewhere else. I mean, like how we may even set up shop here. Yeah, I don't think we can really get there. I mean, we could just found a settlement. We had the boost in the money to do it. I'd take 900 days. Never mind. Never mind. No. That's too slow to make a difference. That zoomed in a lot quicker. We should be all good to go.
Securing our interests.
Defend interests. Alright.
Offering support.
Are you defending India? Alright, defense array is there. Excellent. Our alien threat meter is still... It's rotated now, but it's still pegged. We're doing magnetic plasma confinement. 15th June next year. We're just going to Olympus. Because technically that's needed for that. Greater Australasia is almost done. It is almost done. That gives us claim on Australia and all that, which will allow Indonesia to grab all that. And then we'll feed it into... Either feed Malay into it, or feed... We'll probably feed Malay into Indonesia. But, will allow them to basically grab the Pacific States. Especially if they go to war. Which they already are part of war. But for that, Indonesia needs a navy, which they're halfway through. And what's Malaysia doing for navy? Oh yeah, it's not economically prosperous enough to make a navy yet. Forgot about that. It needs to economically prosper more. Then it can make a navy, and then it can be used at navy to take stuff. No policies are available because the Philippines and Australia are too small, so there's mission control, economy, all that. Sarah Lakai is just doing the same thing, mission control, economy, welfare, bringing down inequality, bringing up the economy. So if the economy is still going down, we'll reduce it 25, 38, 38. Just increase the average GDP when we finally make the Greater Australasia. Hurricane, diverse resources to help out. Yep. Do that. I mean, there's no reason not to. It adds public opinion for free. Well, not for free, but, you know, less cost than it would otherwise. USA still badly mauled from servants. So I think we're going to do some boosting public opinion here. Grant independence, disband armies. Federation. So that would be Greater North America. And then I can make it bigger North America. Which is important because I do need CP caps. I think for the resistance victory. New alien fleet. Yeah, there's a lot of new alien fleets.
Violence is abating.
Continue. We're gonna have to send you
Public
to
opinion is moving in our direction.
there. That's good enough for the moment too. We'll send you back to America.
Things are cooling off.
Repeat mission there. And you're going blowing up something. Algeria. Alright. Let's see. New fusion reactors arrays coming online. We're massively down volatiles and water. And Tunis region of Tunisia.
By the numbers.
I believe what did excellent. That's very good. Space defense is online in Indonesia, so that should be Indonesia's. Space defense is done. It is, so that means more towards everything else, which is good. Which means we're going to more quickly build the GDP, drop unrest, drop inequality, raise GDP, get that closer up, bring that up, bring more knowledge, more science, more everything. More of everything. I don't think I want to merge them. Because again, I need Malaysia separate for the moment to grab the Philippines and Sarah the Kai over here. Then I can merge them. You did not do that with anybody. Spars and Swahi, yeah, that's fine. Defended. I mean, Philippines is fine if we let go for a bit, considering we're going to be declaring war on it. Let's just defend interest
Securing our
Canada.
control.
What's the op?
At your service.
Yeah, investigate that
We'll
activity.
see what we can find. Standing by.
We need you. Oh, you're this person. Yes, this person. Great descriptor. Wonderful descriptor. How's the US doing? It's 3.6. What's its 4.5? Yeah, we'll knock it down.
We'll make things safe.
And then we'll also boost the
Right.
US. Because we don't want
Making our case.
the initiative getting control again. Because they'll wreck it up just as badly as the Serpents did. So we want to keep control of the US. Also, it should be very soon that we get this intercept between our two brand new Gambit battleships and one dreadnought from the enemy. Which, I won't lie, I'm worried a little bit about, but it's also important. We might be able to grab this. I think we might be able to grab this, which would be good. And then this is also good. It is a shame we're getting a lower bonus because it's literally all energy techs. It's literally all energy techs. Good job, us. We literally went, oh, all energy.
Securing our interests.
Offering counsel.
Romeo 92. Just switch back to them so I can see them. I see the fleet that's engaging them. But yeah, if we lose this fleet, we're not going to have enough fuel to get ships of this type really out there for a while. Yeah, Victor 194, which is just Dreadnought. It's going to arrive 20... Okay, so we get one more tick by. We'll do the sanctions. Okay. Aliens are... It's 194, not 197. Aliens are arriving in orbit around Earth, low orbit. And they're leaving again? Oh, that must be a relief force. I think that's a relief force. Well, 197 just left. I think you just arrived as well. But there's still alien fleet. There's 22 fleets around Earth. 95. Yep, and 168. Oh yeah, the one that attacked our, or was going to attack our space station, but then didn't, because it's too strong. I remember you. What is the Reuters station again? Oh yeah, you're our low Earth orbit shipyard with a ton of defenses. As should be. Do not sell resources to Earth. We're actually negative resources on water volatiles, so we need them.
Things are stabilizing.
A repeat mission.
Order is returning.
Repeat mission definitely, because their net just went up.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Repeat mission there. As we're in low Mars. Someone sabotaged a launch facility somewhere in Pakistan. Counselor in Argentina. Yemen. Alright. War has been declared. We don't care.
Here's what we found.
Small bonus to research. Again, all research counts. All bonuses count. Hell, we have 108. I thought we had a very low bonus. We have 186%. That is not a low bonus. That is a very high bonus. Yeah, so 10 days that intercept will happen. What was that falling off? Malaysia and the Philippines. Yeah. So you're gonna run over to Malaysia. We can afford to lose the Philippines. Don't want to lose
Securing our
Malaysia.
control.
What's the op?
You go and assault life forms. Other than that, they're all done. Confirm assignments. Alright, 10 days till this engagement happens. Because they'll
Securing our interests.
probably choose to engage.
I will help them.
There's Greater Australasia. Which means we could... We're going to have to wait for Navy to be done for Indonesia. Then we could declare war on the Pacific States. We should also probably... I don't know if we need a CP cap to grab yet. We should control, a little bit of funding increase. Yeah, science is increasing as knowledge... it's going... Cohesion's actually dropping. Risk is rising slightly. Increasing by 24%. I mean, high risk is not causing any problems yet. But should be dealt with. Also, public opinion is dropping. Which is not great. Starting to move towards alien. Well, we do have a little bit of unity, which should help pull it, but we're going to have to do some public opinioning here. Alright, do not show obsolete category. We don't need slush tank hydrogen. We don't need that. Water purification, 15% more water. That'd be good. That's also 15. I think that's not too bad. We don't need Z-pinch or internal now. We have a better draw. We have a better reactor. So defense programs. That'd be good. That'd actually be very good. This to prevent crackdowns. No. Actually, Sebastian's or Self-Protect hostile takeover, and also control point cap. We need to start boosting our control point cap via techs, because we do need to, we're gonna need more control point cap in order to grab, Australia and hold it until while we merge stuff or go to war and take it. Either or. Either or. Also, before I forget, ship classes. The Indomitable. Hold on. What is the Indomitables? What are you? Are you neutron flux? Saltwater core, tin droplets, laser. Basically, what I was gonna build them anyway. Actually, I think the Indomitables were a little bit too low Delta V. I'm gonna boost up slightly. It's gonna increase the cost slightly. We'll put the even 40, 33.3 Delta V. 200 per, or 205 per. So we can build one. I was attempted to knock out a laser cannon for a railgun, just because it doesn't have a whole lot of armor. It's just something to keep, laser weapons occupied, at least for a little, once they start closing the range. But we have the other laser to help with point defense. I know it's an invalid refit, but it's fine. So the Indomitables are now obsolete. I don't tank the combat rating a little bit, but I actually think it's an improvement because this means that we don't have to worry about lasers as much hitting the hull. Like, that railgun is just there to distract, especially in groups, point defense and laser cannons. Do we have any construction? Oh, we do have a couple of instructions out in low mercury. Alright, that's why we can't delete them. We should have enough, considering these are like 2 CP. Should have enough to build a couple of Shibuya and send them on afterwards. It needs to wait a little bit for that 48, so a couple months to wait for that one, but other than that, should be relatively good to go. They're not as strong as they could be, but you know. I think they're strong enough.
Things are cooling off.
Repeat mission there. Alright, 3 days.
Things are stabilizing.
Almost.
The people will come to our side.
Yeah, repeat that. New summon one complex that will help. That's help with water. Water's not positive. And are we getting more volatiles? We might. Or fissiles, not volatiles. Volatiles is here. There's Olympus-shaped nuclear torpedoes, which do a ton of damage. Sensitive cooldown, all damage to armor. 5.1 kilometer position Delta V, 1,000 kilometer retarding range. Another atmosphere. There's 5 of them in the magazine. I still want military tech going on. I don't see how this is extreme damage, though. That should be fine. Freedom fighters, which could be good. Tactical drones. No. Boost beyond low. That would have been good to get earlier. That would have been good to get earlier. In situ. Let's look at a core. Okay, this is actually good. This is very quick to grab too. So grab that. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna take it from the academy. Excellent. Ship started low mercury. I've got erupted in Pyongyang region. Let's hope they can rebuild. Causes major damage to economy and population in Pyongyang. Ah. It's also maybe triggered winter, which is not good, considering I've been spent so long rebuilding the economy. Declare war on Iraq. As they do. 187 is right to low mercury. Yeah, low mercury's got a lot of friends. Except, oh, both fleets will engage. Don't know why you set it in this weird formation. We'll draw it a little bit closer with the front ship, and then we'll have to speed this one up a little bit to catch up. Don't think they can retract radiators. Because I don't think the tin top. I guess they can be retracted. I guess. No, I guess not. I guess the button's just no. It is retracting. Thought they couldn't. Huh, the more you know. Point 4, just point 2. That should get you positive. Target the dreadnoughts. Which one was it? Oh yeah, lock. There we go. That should target him towards that. A little speed up should also get the Cape St. George when we get about roughly the same speed. Or not, because it didn't go through, because I told you to lock target. Wait, no, wrong ship. You lock, you de-lock. Speed up a little bit to match it, that way you can keep your point defense together. Or roughly match it, that way you don't slide apart too much. Yeah, that's close enough. Lock on target. Let's say we gotta be getting close to weapons range. Why is it just spinning? Yep, there's weapons range. There comes the missiles slash torpedoes. Yep. As expected, that's going to be shut down by point defense, but some of them may get close. Actually, that green laser is actually doing damage already. Even at this range, it's doing damage, which is a very good sign. Yep, this will be perfectly fine. And then it can go back to just killing this. But the main purpose of the railguns at this point is just to keep the enemy lasers from shooting at us. That's their whole purpose. Because right now, our lasers are killing them. There we go. Excellent. That worked out perfectly. I mean, I was pretty confident this time around. And it was only a single ship versus two. So I was pretty confident we had enough point defense, but I think an all laser build is actually viable. Like an all laser build dreadnought is probably viable. We got 0.1 of that. So you're still on transfer. You still got basically all your ammunition because you're mainly laser based. Excellent. Don't know why I want to use 90 degrees the other one, but go for it. Don't let me tell you how to live.
Score 1 for the good guys.
Hopefully, solar flare. What is this? I've never seen this event before. Just what we need right now. Reduced by 25%. I need mission control to stay the same. So fast track, we have enough boost for it. Maintain mission control. A little palace. But yes, I'm hoping that this fleet, which has got colony modules on it, when it finally arrives at Jupiter, it will cause the aliens to focus away from my core resource grids, which they're currently packing at constantly, and instead go to Jupiter, where the laser fleet can meet them and
Telling our story.
hopefully destroy them.
Reporting in.
Because I've unintentionally
We're going in.
successfully tricked the aliens into thinking that missiles and railguns will be perfect against us because of terrible designs with point defense earlier on in the campaign. And constantly throwing ships at them going, alright, maybe this will take it down. Nope, maybe this will take it down. Nope, not that one either. So, seems I may have accidentally done a good by being terrible and doing a bad. It should be fine, but actually I'm going to make a class. I'm going to make an update to the Cape St. George, since I don't think the Cape St. Georges need I don't think they need that. I think they're perfectly fine with going full arcs. I mean, we could give them an Olympus, but no, I don't think so. But we could. Why not? Give them a single Olympus torpedo launcher. And then a whole bunch of lasers. And then since these aren't designed to be colony ships, we can remove these and put instead more of the laser engines to boost the damage of the lasers even more. And we can also drop a little bit of the armor to reduce the weight. This will also naturally increase the Delta V. 30 armor should be fine. The reason why the other ones got 50 is because they have to punch through. Why is this an invalid refit? No, it's not. It is space superiority. Well, that's why. Probably. But yeah, no. Once we get the stuff we need for the flux, I forget the name of it. It's not the flux drive. It's the flux torch. I think it is. These things were running around with like a couple fuel tanks probably. Instead of the 284 it has for 42. I could also probably drop a little bit of the fuel tanks, save on a little bit of cost. Just get back down to about 38. Because 38 should be fine. That's about 40 fuel tanks, which each one is 5. That's dropped by about 200 units of fissiles, which is not going to help us immediately, but it is useful. It's going to be much more useful once you get the torch. Unfortunately, we don't have that option just yet. Waterloo. I'm sure nothing will go wrong with this class of design. Nothing at all could ever possibly go wrong. Nothing at all. That will never have a... Nothing will go wrong with a class named Waterloo.
Offering assistance.
Arrive there. Arrive in Low Palace. Alright. As long as they aren't bombarding anything. Like, the thing is, I don't know where I stand threat-wise with the aliens, because my last update was 5 years ago. So they could be just showboating around show of force, or they could be about to just synchronize attack a whole bunch of my stuff. And I don't know which is. Which is which. Libya has got new government. Alright, simple enough.
Order is returning.
That doesn't matter to us right now, for the moment. So it should be fine.
Violence is abating.
Yeah, that needs to keep going down, keep it under control.
Move the needle.
84? Yeah, we'll boost a little bit more of you.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Sabotage there. Yep. And detected independent. Yep. Yeah, keep boosting that. We do need that to stay. Alright, that's a new mine. That's not fixed or volatiles. What are you mining? Swamp Fox base. It's been a month? What are you mining that is so critical? Oh, you are a little bit of volatiles, okay. You are a little bit of volatiles. You're only a tier 1, not a tier 2. So you're not costing us as much in mission control. But yeah, you pay for volatiles and you got a little bit of noble, a little bit of space. And you're busy rebuilding your layered defense arrays and all that. And you do have a nano factory, which is going to help us with money at the cost of your nobles, but that's fine. Money is important. Also, that last destroyer we ordered is now in queue, considering we just had dropped down to 5.7. But yes, we are taking a Gambit right now. Most of our Fizzos, which is our best engines, is on the 2 Dreadnoughts heading to Jupiter. If we can get set up at Jupiter, we should be able to fix our volatiles and maybe even get some fissiles. Because we're heading for Ganymede. Not Ganymede, Europa, I think. Is it Europa? Yes, it's Europa. Is it Europa? It could be Io. It's one of these two. It's not Ganymede, because Ganymede's where the aliens are. It's definitely not Callisto either. Although Callisto wouldn't be bad. No, we're going for somewhere. We're going for one of these 3. Yeah, Callisto wouldn't be too bad. Like, there is some... I mean, it's not as good for volatiles, which is what we need. We do need volatiles quite badly. So we're, I mean, it's not terrible for volatiles, but I think it is IO. Because we do need volatiles, and this will also get us a little bit of fissiles and nobles, because noble production is low, and we do use a fair bit of nobles too. So I think it is IO. Again, it has been a month. Like, Europa would give us water as well as volatiles, and some fissiles in some spots and all that, but not as much fissiles, so... And more importantly, not as much volatiles, as well as base and nobles. So I think it's IO, but we'll find out when we arrive. It's a guessing game. I don't know where we're going. We are quite truly lost. Oh, there's another. That's another ship targeting. Okay, that's a. It's the first time I've seen the aliens deploy a battle cruiser. Like, this is... I've never seen a battle cruiser before. Like, this is a new ship class. I mean, we know what it is. It's an alien mag cannon plus an orange laser. Point defense, light mag, and glittering jewel. This should be no problem. This should be very... This should be no problem at all. Oh yeah, no, it was like 8 armor. Yeah, this should be no problem. Alright. I'm not too worried. I mean, that orange laser, it does 9 damage. We have 50 armor. It could chip slowly away. But at the range, I don't think it will cause too much damage. I think it will be fine. I mean, as is, these ships are both still fine. Like, they both have 50 armor on their bows. And it's going to be a bow in engagement anyway, so... I don't have to worry too much, I don't think. Plus, I outrange their guns. I'm pretty sure I outrange all of their guns. I think this is going to be the first engagement where you have the advantage in terms of weaponry. Like, we'll engage first with, I think, everything. The golden void sail, except for maybe missiles. Yeah, we'll outrange the golden... Basically, we'll be firing our lasers the moment the golden void sail's mag cannon comes in range. And I think it's the same story here. Definitely same story. If we outrange it. The only thing we don't outrange is this orange laser. But it does so little damage compared it. Is it little? It is less than our green arc laser. Then again, it is a bigger cannon. That's a 1-nose cannon. This is a 3-nose. So 6 and 1/2 dozen the other. But I'm not worried about this fleet intercepting us. However, it is quite clear they don't want us near Jupiter. Considering the fact that this is the second time there is intercepting the exact same fleet heading to Jupiter, they don't want us to go near Jupiter. We're going near Jupiter. Like, this is part of what this Gambit is. Because that's one less fleet that could be attacking a fissile place, or nobles, or base, or anything. It is one less potential attack against my resources that I have to worry about. So science just went up, which is good. Indonesian public opinion drops suddenly. You keep on just killing life forms. The thing is, they're going to maintain their combat power for a fair bit, so it's probable that we don't have to worry about too much. Alright, that's that done.
Ready for my mission.
We'll let go one more round, then we'll swing down to Indonesia. Go and get this. You're getting closer to getting the Navy done. You are doing okay-ish. I mean, science shut down temporarily, but then it will kick back in, so that's fine. GDP also technically dropped, which isn't great. But then equality is getting down. It is getting down.
Lending my expertise.
There's in situ, which means we're going to less likely to get dry hole, more likely to get lucky strikes. In situ, provide unimproved hab sites, preserved using the ship's repellent. Yeah. It's not a whole lot, but it will help. Improved. Let's get hardened hab shelters in the queue. Should have got it sooner, but hardened hab shelters. So that's 23 May 2046, 25th March 2046. So next year, we'll get the deuterium helium-3 fusion, which we don't need. We have the saltwater core reactor, and then high magnetic plasma confinement, which will allow us to then go to magnetic nozzles, and then with the other one get coil guns. That way we could get technically we could get plasma for our defenses perspective, but I don't think we'll use plasma. Technically we could also go to phased ray lasers, but it's 70,000. I mean, terawatt fusion is 95,000, so 6 of one half does the other. It doesn't matter too much right now. What does matter is the fact that we are getting that up. That's Spanish and Combine, so you're actually going to defend here next turn. That's fine. Run the low mercury, let them run low. That's a lot of ships. That's a lot of ships, guys. that's a lot of ships. They also appear to be merged on top of each other. Surprised it didn't crash. Considering a huge amount of possible options to choose from there. So what is Romeo 90? I think you're like you're a single. Oh no, you're a cruiser. You're formidable. You're the last survivor of you're about to come to grass. It is a strong station. But I don't know if they're gonna go for here or go for something like Callousy, which is nanofactories, which would be a shame to lose. Would be a real shame to lose. And I don't have the fleet here to if they decide to blow up Halsey or blow up Brunus, I can't stop them. I mean, Brunus is ops. I mean, we could lose this station and be fine. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so that's a 60 to 65 total cap. We're also dropping our usage by 3. Yeah, we would be fine if we lose Brunus. Halsey is a little bit less fine. It'd be doable, but the money situation wouldn't improve. Which is, I mean, eventually it will slowly improve just due to, hopefully, GDP increasing and funding increasing from that. But wouldn't be great. We got a nanofactory. Alright, didn't know we were building that. Surprise myself. Surprise myself. Surprise myself, I do. Yeah, keep lowering on rest.
Things are cooling off.
I keep doing that.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
You can go back to Indonesia because you need to get that back.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Continue because you need to defend. All right. There's the first of the Indomitables, which are actually out of date now. Considering I decided to go with a that's formidable. I want an Indomitable. We need to merge you with target Romeo 90. Considering I've decided to go and give them a single nose cannon. that means that they'll have the ability to basically distract and help try and protect themselves via railgun rounds, because they only have 10 armor. And so when it starts getting closed in, they will slowly get picked apart. But I just don't have the drive to really give them more than that armor to justify that. But that's the first of the Indomitables, and one of the only two, considering the updated version does have the better one. That's a new one, the Mars. They're not attacking anything though, which is good. I'm happy for that. They may suddenly start attacking stuff, considering we did go back over 160. Repeat mission. We need that dead. So, yeah, hopefully they don't attack. But you never know, they could. You're most of the way through another one. Technically, if we went all have mission control, you can make one each month. Or each 2 weeks, roughly. GDP is falling. It's catching itself.
Securing our control.
Reporting in.
You need to go back and boost public opinion in Indonesia because it is slowly falling.
I will tell our story.
Other than that, yeah, that's everything. Confirm assignments. Nothing to do but keep going on.
Securing our interests.
This is the slow part of the
I
game
will
where it's
help
like, alright, gotta wait. Because I can't super fast shin strips everywhere. I gotta wait for them to slowly kind of putter their way along. Because they're a little bit so massive that it takes a little bit for them to get anywhere. Although the Jupiter base will help greatly. It will greatly help. So instead of going from Earth, it goes from Jupiter, which is far closer to anywhere else.
Things are stabilizing.
Like, it is far, far closer to the outer solar system than anywhere else. And they're letting us just rebuild, which I'm thankful for, but also concerned by.
Target destroyed.
Alright, that's good. So your intercept is on the 28th, so before September. Yeah, and we're just rebuilding everywhere. Surprised they aren't attacking. As a Curie, because I'm curious now, we're at 4 ships with 2 in construction. 156 ships. No, is that you? No, you're not the 120,000 ton monster. I'm looking to see that 120,000 ton monster is moved. It's not a cresting wave. So I can disregard anything that says cresting wave as a mothership. Nope, that's not a cresting wave. It's not a single ship, it's in a fleet. Is it here? Is it Low Hamina? Yes, the Eternal Storm. Oh, it's 145. It's dry mass 120,000 tons. It's wet mass 145,000 tons because, you know, you just can't displace 20,000 tons. It's just not allowed. You have to account for them. But yeah, this thing is probably pure armor. Based on what these ones look like, it's probably pure armor. Which is, I don't know what the owners are planning to do, but it's a good thing they only built one. Oh, so are these all the guys who were at Mercury? Yeah, they all left again. Alright then. Have a good trip. Have a good time. Alright.
I'm here.
How's this looking? That's pretty good. That's getting low.
We must persuade the people.
Ready for my mission.
You're just around blowing them up, which was what we need. And that's all good. Alright. India's GDP is slowly rising. We don't want to rise too fast because it does increase control point cap. But we do want to rise. China's GDP is going up again, which is what we need. We do need to rise. Because this will help unrest. We need to probably do an unrest mission here soon, or a couple rather. And then that is almost down to under 3, which should be low category. And GDP is going up, which is good. Changed by $132 in the past 30 days. And that's pretty good. That's a good solid growth. And the more GDP we have, the more investment points we have, which means we get more stuff faster. And did it die? No, network access is still fine. That's still fine. Just went white for some reason. Don't know why it went white. That's strange. Don't just do things like that, Twitch.
Offering assistance.
Arrive there. Arrive there. Regime change in Mali. Russia is supposed to do government. No matter how unlikely that may seem. But yeah, China should be relatively fine. You're almost 3/4 of the way there. You're almost done building your navy. In that case, then it would be time to, you know...
Come to our side.
we could do it peacefully here with Pacific States, actually. We got pretty good public opinion.
People will come to our side. Order is returning.
The hard nut to crack is going to be Australia. New Zealand is also claimed by that. That was Russia. Repeat mission. Blow it all up. Alright, next battle is coming on. Except, tight line. Archer Center. Two columns. Except, they're willing to fight. Because it's close enough. And that should be close enough that it should be fine. Point defense-wise. Actually, I will slightly go and tug that way. I'll slightly go and tug that way. Then go like that. To do primary target, the battle cruiser. Do that. That should all be fine. Alright, onwards we go. Just so a tiny little nudge, get them slowly drifting closer together. That way they come close together for point defense. That way the point defense laser beams overlap. Actually, I'm going to go like that a little bit. Also move you a little bit faster ahead. Because right now you are falling behind. Which is fine, but I also need to close a little bit faster. And there's a laser. Oh, no damage this time. At least not yet. I would say he almost caught the, he almost caught it. Yep, that was all shot down. That battlecruiser is actually taking damage from the railgun rounds, which is, I guess, used for that too. The one downside of lasers is that they will target the incoming missiles first, which is fine, provided they got range. Oh, so you're coming very, very close. You're lucky we're not targeting you right now. Oh, dead. Yeah, you are not long for this world. You are very much not long for this world. There you go. That was the wrong move, buddy. Once again, no damage on either ship. All those expended was a little bit more munitions. Those armor is still perfectly intact. Perfectly intact. Not perfectly in fact. Destroyed, operational. 2.3 fizzles. Not fizzles, exotics, which means that was probably very advanced ships. And yet they're dead. But they just keep throwing ships at us. Or Russia's doing stuff over here. And then I'm not gonna complain if we keep blowing them up. And there's a Triumph, Extreme Orbit. Wait, Triumph. Yeah, no, that is correct. That is the light rail cannon. It's not super long range, but by the time it's firing, it should be close enough to help the destroyer survive. Is the hope. That is the hope, is that once it starts firing, it's close enough that the destroyer may survive, or may distract some fire that would otherwise go for the destroyer. Its main weapon is that ultraviolet arc cannon up front. And that also helps with the point defense too. Like, this is in my opinion a good escort ship. Coil gun would probably be better once we get coil guns. But that is, you know, gotta wait for that. Zero heatsink capacity? Oh, you guys got the fin radiators, don't you? Hold on. Do the Indomitables have heat? No, they don't. They don't have heat sinks either. It's like the fins. Yeah, because it's very low chance of actually taking damage in combat, so good enough odds to risk that, in my opinion. So yeah, that's the kind of reinforcement fleet being built, which should actually be able to catch up with the other one faster than it can get there. That should actually be fine. Maybe? No. Defend the USA. Make sure they can't grab it.
Securing our control.
How's it doing anyway? GDP is increasing. Strife's going down. Partly due to the unrest being dropped by force. You will be peaceful, or you will be shot. In this case, but potentially not. Hopefully not in real life. That is going up, which is good, slowly but surely, as that is going up as well. Inequality is still extreme, and GDP is slowly rising. It's not much better than China, but then again, it's 300 million versus 1.939 million, and it's only $3,000 GDP difference between the two, which is could be worse. Could be far better.
Securing our interests.
Could be far
Offering
worse.
support.
Yemen. These guys are back again. Dreadnought Destroyer. Don't know what these guys are doing. US GDP is 6 billion when it starts 23. There was a minor nuclear war. There was a minor nuclear war, and I was the faction who did the bonking. Because the servants out of America, and I'm in Panasian Combine, and the alien nation landed. And then the US nuked me, with the servants nuked me with the US. I went, well, let's just deal with the servants' ability to send militaries anywhere. And it just so happened that a lot of their militaries, armies, strangely enough, just so happened to be in core economic regions. So, yeah. New York is no longer a core economic region. Nor is Texas. To be fair, the servants have been kicked out of America now, so we're rebuilding it. And also, to be fair, they didn't leave it in a good way. Extreme inequality. The GDP was absolutely. This is better than it was. It was down at like 5 billion. 5 trillion rather. We've been growing it. Like they did not do good things to America. Meanwhile, we're slowly just building over here. Like we've got the it's not as good as Prairie Rune has done with his Panasian Combine India. I did not do the building correctly to do that. But it's still pretty good. Like it's all of the stuff Panasian Combine can get. We've got Greater Australasia, so we'll eventually go and pick up everything down here, as well, and fold it into Malaysia and all that once we get Malaysia and Navy. Because Malaysia doesn't have a good enough GDP to build a Navy. They can build an army, but not a Navy. So once they get a Navy, then we'll be able to take the Philippines, because we can't get the Philippines granted to us, and we can't join a federation, because trying to unify Africa takes forever. I would imagine it would take forever. Actually, ironically enough, this save is from the release build. I have 100 hours in this game, and I've not finished this save yet. Like this is, well, technically, this isn't my first save. This is technically save 2, because I did have one where I did one stream and went, this is a death spiral. I've messed this up. I have none of the resources I need. Admit it's a death spiral. Go and start again. But yeah, this is basically from release stage, and I've made some mistakes along the way. It's 2045. We're only just now getting to Jupiter. We're trying to get to Jupiter, rather. So, you know. It could be worse. Oh, look! That's another fleet attempting to intercept Romeo 92, which is our Jupiter fleet. It's a gunship and a dreadnought. There's some streamer who was going berserk on YouTube when he was getting frustrated. He would attack people and aliens and wonder why I attacked him. It was funny. I think that was Potato Whiskey, I think. I don't know, though. I mainly watch Prairie Rune stuff. Yeah. I did a Potato Whiskey attacked everybody and made mistakes that way. But yeah, this is attempt number 3 at intercepting this fleet. I mean, if it bleeds the alien fleet power, I'm not going to complain. Considering this is almost an entirely laser-based fleet, it should have no problems dealing with this. I hope. I mean, so the other two perfectly fine so far, so. Hopefully this one is a repeat. But yeah, we're going for the neutron flux torch as our drive. I like always PD and then don't need punishment. Yeah, exactly. Plus, even at arc, I've managed to do. I've managed to, I think, trick the AI. Because I do know the AI tries to counterbuild to what you're building. But I spent so long building absolutely terrible ships that I'm pretty sure all the ships the AI I have been building, because I've only just recently switched to basically this type of getting actually good point defense, are all based around me having bad point defense. Because I used the particle beam point defense, which is terrible. So, they all got missiles, and torpedoes, and railguns with a laser, or two, on a dreadnought sometimes. So I think I've accidentally tricked the AI to, not by design, by pure mistake. Because they all have low armor from what I can tell, because I would never be able to get through their point defense. And they would always get through mine. So I've managed to make them build ships, their whole navy basically out of ships with low armor and weapons that I can stop. I did not plan this, but I've done it. I think. There is one ship that terrifies me, no. They're the same mostly missiles, but I have full PD. It could be an AI bug then, potentially. I don't know. Seems the default. But I do know the AI will start to deploy to counter what you've deployed. Like, they'll start to deploy more armor. And if you deploy a lot of armor, they'll start to deploy weapons that are a lot of PD. As far as I'm aware. I think it may take some time. But they do have one ship which still terrifies me. There is a 140,000 ton monster somewhere. Like, I know it's, I think it's their home, I hit the mic by accident slightly. Their home planet in this scenario, which is, yeah, I think it's around here at Harmona. I think it's just an orbit, it's the guard ship, I think. I think it's Victor, is it 29? Yes, this thing, the Eternal Storm. This thing weighs 140,000 tons. I think almost all of it is armor. This thing could have ended my game if it came running down earlier. I still think it could hurt me badly, but I think I would be able to damage it. Actually, funnily enough, there is a disabled mothership floating around Mars at the moment. Because we managed to knock out its engines. So it's not been destroyed, but it's just floating around Mars. But yeah, the Eternal Storm, it worries me. Because I have no idea what its weapons are. And it's 140,000 wet tons. Dry tonnage is 120,000. Like, this thing scares me. Like, it is a very slow comet acceleration, very slow cruise acceleration. Like, this thing is using alien tech, but it's got like mid-drive human acceleration stats. Like, this very much concerns me, whatever this thing is. Also, the 150-ish other ships in the Navy that they have. But, you know, they should be relatively destroyable. I hope. But no, we're doing a little bit of a gambit right now. Because I want to try and stop the aliens from targeting
Order is returning.
all of my my resource stuff that they've been targeting a lot
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
closer into in the inner by going and setting up camp at like Io.
We were unable to increase security.
That's the first time that's failed. Oh, so that's a very weird number. That is a very, very weird number. Oh yeah, chance. 95.96. Roll 96. I don't fully trust you. I do not fully trust you. That's why I don't think I have him with very good orgs. Uruguay is under attack by European Union. There's also like a bouncing game going around between Exodus and Humanity First over who controls the EU. Someone will take over. Have you inspired him? I can't actually inspire. I don't think. No, that's the wrong one. It has been a month. I don't think anyone can inspire. Actually, no. The guy who I'm kind of suspect of can inspire. Actually, no, you do have the National Geo. But I need to put that somewhere, so that's fine, I guess. But yeah, the guy who who can inspire is also the guy I'm kind of like, huh. That's a very odd, very odd percentage dice. Oh, so I should really give you points. Forgot to do that for a little bit. Oh, no, that's org marketplace, not assigned. Never mind. No, you can't. You can just blow things up. You can also just blow things up. You are boosting. And you're our face. Who also needs some stuff done. I'm not going to give this. Inflexible. What does Inflexible do? 10% support EXP? That's fine. You're basically capped out anyway. Wealthy would give us more income, which would offset the cost slightly. Then again, I think we need security to beef up. And then command, which increases control point cap. Yep. Yeah. You level up. You're getting command. What's indulgence? -2. Yeah. No, that's going away. You're not keeping that. And then put a command. But yeah, the guy who can inspire is the guy who I was kind of suspect. Whoopsie daisy. You're getting your admin's capped. Your science has been going up. Enemy to state and home nation. That should be fine considering your whole job is to boost the Panagen Combine. So science. And I could give you affluent. Make a little bit more money. Wouldn't help in time, but it would help a little bit. Alright, you there. Command. Simple enough. You're getting command and command. Lots of command, because that also boosts that. You are getting persuasion. All this is boosting our CP cap, which will make it easier to take Australia. Because Australia is how many points? 14. And I want to leave a buffer for growth, for GDP growth. Especially here, considering we are running the GP up a little bit. It's also growing in India. We're not massively trying to grow, but it is growing in India, which is good. But yeah, the guy who can inspire is also the guy I'm kind of suspect of. So, whoops. Should have got somebody else who can inspire too. But the things we learn by playing, and things I would have told myself to do 100 hours ago if I could. Zimbabwe is there. I'm actually gonna probably.
Mission aborted.
Oh, somebody else pulled that up. I'm gonna grab the Pacific States because I can hold the Pacific States, and then I can peacefully you go around once in a while. I do every now and again, but I've been playing so defensive. I haven't had time to super go to ground. That's helped there a little bit because I also did kind of piss off the Institute because I took India from them. And so they've been poking at everything else I hold ever since, constantly trying to boost enough influence to grab it. So it's a game of going to ground every now and again, while also doing everything else I need to do to keep everything going.
Cleaning
I
things
need to
up.
send you to ground because you're at max. Everybody knows where you are. Other than that,
Wrapping
you
up
also
here.
need to go to ground, so I'll probably go to ground this turn. Though this won't help if
Evading pursuit.
Standing
you
by.
actually only the Academy knows where you are, so you're fine. I'm not really poking at the Academy, so just the Academy knowing is perfectly fine.
Going in hot.
Ready to go.
I think grab the Pacific States, and then go to ground.
We'll bring this nation to our side.
You're fine with just
Standing by for
Exodus,
orders.
because they're gonna poke you at
What's
Exodus.
the op?
We'll send you to ground for a turn.
Going into hiding.
And then you are going to ground. Even though it won't, I don't fully
Initiate
trust you.
Cover.
But I will send you to ground. But yeah, grab the Pacific States, and then just feed it into Indonesia. We'll have to invade. Hell, since it's a land border, they can do that naturally. It's I may actually do that naturally, but in order to federate and all that, they require a navy with these two, which they're almost done. They're 3/4 of the way done in navy. They'll be very soon able to grow stuff. Malaysia needs to build enough GDP to be able to build a navy, so they're also putting mission control on the offside, as well as boosting or tanking wealth, dealing with inequality and boosting knowledge slightly. It is slowly growing, but not as good as it could be. I'll do 15, 17, 46, 31. That seems okay, because I do need the GDP to grow in order to make a navy.
Going silent.
Yep, continue.
Hunkering down.
Going into hiding.
But yeah, it won't help him if he is a spy. Also, considering she sits still in Beijing a whole lot, she doesn't get seen fairly often, but it's mostly about people who I don't care about. Like, it's mostly Academy. I mean, unless it's a spy for somebody else. Alright, there is the Spitfire, which is the utter triumphant. These guys are going to try and join up with 92. Transfer. No. Our Sun. Victor 92. That costs all of their Delta V. I got around and says I'm not being investigated, but humanity seems to be able to steal my tech all the time. Yeah. Oh, so there's a lot of alien fleets moving around. They might have just barely short enough legs that they can't get there. But they can... Oh, they got a loader for 38 weeks. That's Saturn. I want Jupiter. I think it is Io. Okay, it's the same loiter time. It's basically the exact same loiter time. Except it's slower arriving. Where is Victor? There it is. It's so many. Not Victor, Romeo. There's so many alien fleets in there. It's difficult to see. But yeah, it's gonna loiter for 38 weeks. But yeah, we'll tell them to go. If they survive over there, we'll tell them to try and get there. Excuse me. Because if they're still alive over there, there will be a space station there, which means they can refuel. Or I'm sending the crews to their death. Either is possible. Hopefully it's the first one, and not the latter. But yeah, it could possibly be a case of, what you call it? They have a. I mean, if you're going to inspiring, they shouldn't be able to have a spy. But it could be somebody is just low enough security that they can easily steal text from. I don't know. Plus, potentially when the difficulty, the AI might cheat. Oh. Nope, there we go. Game's fine. Game's fine. I thought I crashed for a second. Hello, Mars.
Things are cooling off.
But everyone, when it still happens, it will turn enemies with 14 lows, so I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know either. Repeat mission there. There's Victor 401. Yeah, there's been a lot of alien fleets made, just by the pure numbers. I mean, they've not been producing a ton more ships. They've also not been attacking anything. But I am... Oh yes, the unknown, the not found alien fleet, Victor 404. What is Victor 404? It's a destroyer. Alright. Running with Victor 4244 low lunar orbit. Okay, that might be an attack run on one of our Mars places. Hopefully not, but you never know.
Score 1 for the good guys.
Alright, that's been wiped out. But yeah, low Mars.
Our presence is growing.
Alright, there's specific states that we'll send you to ground. Then we'll defend, and then we can start getting the queue worked up. But yeah, that is 21st October. Is there 2 fleets here? There might be 2 fleets here. Intercepting at the same time. That could be less good. Alright, you get to go to ground. There's the button. Indonesia's expired.
Going silent.
Can you defend?
I'm here.
No, you cannot.
Where to?
You were going to advise. Hopefully nobody should take Indonesia in one turn.
Offering counsel.
Where to?
Just keep Sarah Lakai from exploding, please.
Restoring order.
Ready for orders.
You're pretty good. We're gonna have you boost public opinion in the Pacific States.
We must persuade the people.
Ready.
And you're gonna go blow something up. Go blow
Heading
something
to
up.
LZ.
Doesn't matter where, just blow it up. Alright, yep. I keep forgetting to hit confirm assignments. We'll get there one day. One day we'll
Shaking my
remember.
tail.
I will help them.
There we go. Permanent assignment. Let's see, have you been spied immediately?
Prepping for next
You
mission.
haven't. That's good. That's very good, actually. Congratulations. Yeah, we're up to 28 now, which is good. This is building quickly. I mean, this place is once it fully gets up to speed again, it's going to be able to crank out mission control,
Violence is abating.
which is very, very good. We're having the ability to make a ton of ground-based mission control.
We've
Like,
moved the needle.
we've got regions that don't even have mission control in it yet. Like some of them that can't have mission control. Oh yeah, I forgot. I did also nuke Taiwan in this game. That also could do something with the global economy a little bit. That may have done something with the global economy a small bit. I only just remembered. But yeah, we got a couple. I mean, Valavasta can't have any either way, so that's fine. And that's in India, which we could, or that's in India, so we could work in that anyway, so that's fine. Well, I didn't know how wars worked, so I figured I'll just nuke the army it has and go in and take it. Or rather, I'll nuke it to lower the resistance and go in and take it. And then it turns out wars don't work like that, and you need to research the claim first, and then it's like, oh, whoopsie daisy. I figured, oh, I got both these. I'll be able to take that, no problem. Didn't work like that. Kazakhstan. That is 12 mission control. I mean, that'd just be making money for us. Growing the GDP and making money. We could coup that back pretty easily. I mean, that is 12 mission control. Like, that is a fair bit. Like, that will hurt us. Smuggling ring. But one of these again. There we go. Smuggling ring uncovered. Yeah, we're gonna have to coup that back. Humanity First, why you do that? War. Project Exodus. Look at war in Belarus.
By the numbers.
But yeah, the AI's done a pretty good job of building the EU up. Low Earth orbit cleanup. This will we'll pay 25 grand. We do have some alien exotics to pay for this. Will decrease orbits and grants a public opinion boost around the world, or 5K. I think 5K is more our speed right now because we are losing money. Mahan Station. Where's Mahan Station? That's Mars. What is Mahan Station? Oh, that is our... That's our high space station around Mars. With 4 layered defense arrays, that should be able to, you know, with ultraviolet, with not ultraviolet, with arcs and ultraviolets, and also random single mission control. I mean, it does help, but it also is it's not counting our active station. Also, why am I just letting this fusion pile exist? What is this fusion pile powering? There's no one there. What are they powering? No. No, we're gonna update those. If the station survives, they're becoming layered defense arrays. They're not just gonna sit there as random fusion piles or fission piles. That isn't happening. That's not flying. They're becoming useful. Whether they want to or not. So I guess that is the aliens going and attacking something. I took a little bit over the limit because I think I have all the deception techs. It would be nice if I would get an update, you know, as to what the aliens are thinking about me. It's been almost 6 years. It hasn't changed.
What's the op?
Kuita, 20%. Throw our ops at it, 64%. Not 64, 79%.
Time for some fresh blood.
Ready for orders.
Yes, but also not too
Going
much
in
fresh
hot.
blood, please. Listen, humanity first. You started this. Let's show us defend India, but you know it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, they're 80% done, and then they'll have a navy, and then they'll be able to. I mean, they can federate with Pacific states. Yep, and they can declare war. They could unify with Malaysia. Oh, I need to make it not a rival. Why is the snowman excited? Actually, that's the point. I could just, once I get a navy, just go to war and bring in China and just deal with that. I'm not sure. Why was a snowman? Actually, it has no allies. Excellent. This is set up perfectly. I'll be able to just grab the Pacific States because he saw the snowblower coming his way. Welcome in, Wolf, as well. How you doing? Welcome to us throwing stuff at the aliens and seeing what sticks.
Offering support.
Also known as, well, the snowblower. In this case is a Romeo 90. 92 rather, actually. Yes, there have been 92 fleets. All of the other ones have blown up. Or merged together. That's a better option. Also, they have a station called Victory Station. Or Winged Victory Station. I feel like I got ran over by a truck, but at least... Oof. Yeah, I hate it when that happens. That's really rough. Oh, so why is this... What is this frigate think it's gonna gain here? It has a single laser cannon and some missiles. Okay, this fleet, I understand the engagement. It's entirely self-inflicted. Ooh, yeah, that is rough. Well, hopefully tonight you'll be able to get some better sleep. Yeah. Alright, let's get these guys moving smooth and a little bit closer together so that their point defense works better. Focus your fire on the gunship first. Please, gentlemen. Or gentle ladies. Depends who's captaining the ship. I don't know. So we got the Cape St. George and the Antietam. I can get off before midnight running by 3 a.m. Should be good. Yeah. But yeah, this should be relatively little problem. That's basically I'm in this game where it's space. It's full Newtonian, and it is very much. I mean, I enjoy it. I mean, it's full Newtonian and basically acts in like little segment ticks. But for the moment, I'm sending them together so that their point defense overlaps, so they have mutually supporting defense. I'm actually going to lock the Anaheim towards the target. That way they point towards. And they can bring... Oh, that's already brought to bear. No damage yet, but it should get there soon. And, well, this... I mean, the customization is based on Newtonian physics and all the possible examples. So... there's a lot of options. Not all of them are great, but that's also realistic. Or they're great for a very specific role, which is also realistic. Okay, now we're starting to damage with the ultraviolets. Not ultraviolet, the laser cannon. There is a lot of tech options. Too many drives and reactors, yeah. But the thing is, it is all possible drives and reactors we could potentially build in the future. So, it's kind of hard to go from the go, alright, this drive is not really possible. or something along those lines, you know, because they don't know, you know, what we might do in the future. It's to prevent a collision. This also target the dreadnought. Excuse me. Still got the cough hanging on from COVID. Because I did catch COVID over Christmas. Luckily, it is getting better. But I think it would be better if it wasn't, like, if there was very clear, like, these drives are better than these drives. Like, X drives are good for roughly this time. X drives are good at this time. X drives are, you know, end game. Far more clearly than it is at the moment. Everything COVID? Yeah. Everything COVID. Like, I tested positive for COVID. There was actually a point where I was like, I may need to go to, you know, like, emergency. Like, because, barely breathe one night. Like, I really woke up gasping for breath because, you know, couldn't breathe. Also, please don't clip. China decided to fully infect their population at once. Yeah, that's done no damage as expected. This is why we brought the 50 armor on the nose. Yeah, this is doing basically no damage to armor. And we should be able to damage. Yeah, there it goes. Yeah, as expected, not a problem. I mean, it took a little bit more ammo than we probably should have, but they died. And none of our ships got destroyed, no real damage taken. Oh, there's the Winged Victory again. Deciding yet again, like, we got a shadow now. Well, you got a guy who's just going to shadow us, this little gunship, because it can't take us on in combat. Actually, no, there's two ships here, the Eternal Memory and the Winged Victory. If they join together, they might have enough combat power to think they can battle us, but I don't think they will. But yeah, no, there was a couple nights where it's like, yeah, no, well, not a couple nights, but the one that it's like, literally, like, you know, gasping for breath because, you know, couldn't breathe. It was like, well, if it happens again tonight, you know, I'm going, you know, emerge because, you know, it's kind of a bad thing when you literally wake up gasping for breath like you were coming out of the underneath water. Oh, so what in the hell is that?
Things are cooling off.
Yeah. Luckily, it is getting better. Oh, so,
Will come to our side.
what is that? Oh, never mind, it's ended.
Things are cooling off.
Let's see, what was that maneuver?
Our people are in charge.
There we go, we got Kazakhstan roughly back. Are you taking anything for it? I mean, I have hauls every now and again that I take for, to help the cough a little bit.
LZ is secure.
Other than that, on its own, it's going away by itself. Slowly but surely. Oh, Exis assaulted an alien facility? That's the first time I've seen them do that. That's new. Arrived in Low Mercury. 11 Low Mercury. Huh! You know, I think they're tired of our shenanigans from Mercury. I don't know why, but I think they're tired of our shenanigans around Mercury. You know, I couldn't put a finger on it. I couldn't put a finger on it, but I think they're tired of our shenanigans. just a small bit tired. There's 2 dreadnoughts in here. A ton of destroyers, 3 dreadnoughts. They've also all merged into one super ship. The super dreadnought with railgun railgun destroyers, 5k combat power. That's 21 ships in that one fleet. They could wipe out Calm the Grass Station, which it would this would be bad. I'm just hoping that the thing is, I'm hoping that me setting up shop at IO/Ganymede will cause aliens to panic and go, "What the fuck are you doing?" effectively, and come charging at me with everything they have to keep them away from blowing stuff up in Mercury. The thing about Mercury is all my sites at Mercury are like little mini forts. Like, that's almost 1,000 combat power. That's 2,000 combat power. That's almost 1,000 again. That's 1,000. Like, they'll be able to damage this fleet badly. That's 900. That's 2k again. Like, it'll hurt, but I'll also be able to badly maul this fleet. And provide the ground defenses actually fire. Of course. But they won't be able to get away from this scot-free. They will lose ships doing this. If they attack. This could be a show of force as well. That's entered orbit. Like, this could just be a show of force. Nope. They are actively orbital bombarding. Never mind. Latov base. Which one of these is Latov? Oh, it's this one. That is actually... out of all the bases they could have picked to start with, this one isn't too bad. It has a science center. It's got a couple op centers helping to mitigate its cost. It's not producing a ton of critical materials. Like, I have 1,000 monthly income of base metals. I'm fine on base metals. I mean, the research campus being destroyed would suck. Also, they now cost mission control. They didn't do that before. I guess the update I had fixed that little glitch that was going on where technically I had the update where they would start costing mission control, but they weren't costing mission control yet. So, yeah. That's probably where some of the mission control is going to, is research campuses. Yeah, 19 from Habs. Or 150 for Habs. That may have gone up, I'm not sure. But yeah, it's like, it's not the worst they could have picked. Like, this is basically base metals. Like, them destroying this may actually be a boon to me. Like, yeah, it's a little bit of volatiles, which we are negative on, and a little bit of fissiles, which will hurt us. But if they blow this up and then leave, I may not resettle it. At least not with a mining complex. Like, I may put it down just for, like, research or something like that. I don't know. It depends on the situation. And that is also a 2k defense. Like, that is one of the stronger bases, too.
Acknowledged.
So they are, you know, more likely to run themselves ragged, as it were.
Taking it to them.
Standing by
And
for orders.
take a dent by doing that. Also, we are just getting
Bringing them to our
more
side.
mission control by taking back Kazakhstan. Also, priorities, economy, welfare, knowledge, no military, no spoils, no boost. Funding's fine. I wish I could merge them together. Alright, layer defensive array destroyed. It looks like the base got destroyed. At the car. Nope, they didn't done anything. I do like it because they burned it to the regolith. We've lost contact with our people there. That is a nice check because it's not ground, it's a regolith. Because it is a regolith, Iron Ridge polar regolith.
Lending my expertise.
Oh, that was another ship joining. And or leaving. I'm seeing more ships arrive. Transfer. Oh, they're leaving. So they did their bombing run, now they're leaving again. And also, they've increased in power number. That's now 26 ships. That's 26 ships with 6k combat power. I need more ships around Mercury. I need more ships around Mercury. Badly. I can't afford a Waterloo or a St. George. So I'm gonna have to just... I can't afford another destroyer because I'm building an Indomitable around Mercury. That's perfect, actually. The Indomitables are more point defense focused than the other ones. These ones have a light rail cannon just to throw something to try and dissuade laser fire. That will be updated to a coil gun whenever we get coil guns. We are working on the magnetic propulsion, plasma confinement, which we need for coil guns. And we are going to take this slot too. So we could start working on phase array lasers as well. Like, we don't have as much tech as we should have. Like, we're only at 4.3k a month. But then again, we are kind of losing our ability in some places to do technology. Like, it is kind of hard to do science when things are exploding around you, unless the science is exploding those things around you. In which case, you're in the perfect environment to explode. Oh, so we're now positive cash. Thank you, aliens. You fixed our budget deficit by blowing something up. Explosives solve every problem eventually. Yes. Yeah, pay 2k and some influence. Yep, that's good. Public opinion boost. Take it. Yeah, we need to defend interests in Indonesia. Alright, yeah, they are engaging. I think we'll be fine. I think we have just enough point defense at Mahan Station. I mean, unfortunately, these two didn't get built yet. The replacements for the fusion piles, which I let set for way too long. Oh, wait, this is the decision I stole from somebody when it defected. That's why it had the fusion piles still. But yeah, it should have enough point defense to deal with this, I hope. Considering it is 4 related defensive arrays, and they are phase array lasers. Not phase array, arc lasers. So the two together should be able to overlap and help each other. And the also longer range from these ones, which aren't firing. Oh, there they go. Yep, they stopped everything. And that's basically all their munitions is that. So now it's a case of shooting on the ships. And that's a hit with a railgun round, I heard it. Because that was a very interesting maneuver, just stopping in front of 4 lasers. I mean, they want to end the battle. I'm going to see if they can't path closer to us, so I can blow them up. Like, that's the only reason I'm continuing this on, is because I want to see if I can't blow them up. Because I need to deprive the aliens of fleet power in ways that won't trigger anger. Because I don't think them attacking the station and losing increases their anger. I don't think. It may, but I don't know. This is making a very, very brave run, this Corvette. That's an extremely brave run. It's not going to go well for him. Nope, rounds are hitting home. He's dead. Alright, you gonna do the same thing, Destroyer? You saw a vote one for the Corvette. I mean, he's a little bit bigger. No, he's making a slightly different run, but he's making a run. Oh, he's slowing down. He's not coming this far in. But you never know, we might get round hits. He is shooting down rounds, though. Not quite enough rounds getting close enough. And we are getting some hits with the laser, which will slowly get through armor. But we do need him to come close. And yes, I will sit here and wait until he blows up. Because again, depriving the enemy of ships without losing any ships of my own, just via them just attacking and destroying themselves on a station, is something I will wait for. Unless it becomes close to, like, a little bit too long, like, where I feel is, this has been going on for too long, like, other than that, like, this case where he's coming in again, like, unless he stops and just doesn't move at all. I got a couple rounds off. They won't hit. We have too much point defense. He's making oh, he's running across. I thought he was running in. This is where coil guns or plasma will be helpful because they are faster and longer ranged. Especially plasma. Plasma is gonna be, it's gonna be a nasty surprise for the aliens when suddenly the plasma gets on these things, because suddenly they're engaging at 1,000 kilometers and they're extremely fast and they can't dodge them really. All right, I'll give him one more run, and then I will end battle. Just unless he decides to run away, he might be running away. There's one more run to see if he runs in quickly. And then, you know, move it on. We can't sit here forever. Especially considering I do have raid coming up in 50-ish minutes. And he is coming close. He is coming close. He is coming in on the run. He's coming in this time. Yep, that's one bridge too far, I think. Because I'm hearing railguns hit. There we go. I just threatened him with like, alright, if you don't come in, I'm gonna go, whoop, that's enough. Just gotta threaten them, then they come running in. Hopefully it's the same story around Jupiter, where, they just come charging at us, and we destroy them. Hopefully in groups of 1 or 2. That's almost a full exotic. That was worth it. That was worth waiting for. Also, the nobles are nice. The nobles are nice, but it's really the exotic, which is good. Also, don't know why the aliens are apparently orbiting the station, but all right. I think that's a visual. I think that's a visual bug. That's what that is. That's what that is. That's what that is. They aren't orbiting like this. That's a visual bug. It is something. It is orbiting, so it's tracking something. But it's also not what. It's not there. Bugs, yes. Tasty bugs.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Tasty, tasty
Things
bugs.
are stabilizing.
Repeat mission there. I wonder how many calories this bug is.
By the numbers.
Good. Destroyed. Excellent.
We're taking over.
There's Kazakhstan regained. Looks like they left. But yeah, my hope is that they see our Jupiter point as a threat there. Ah, yes, Indonesia. Hi, initiative. I should have come back to defend you earlier, but gonna fix that problem. gonna get that back. Don't you worry about that. So we'll just go defend here
Securing
this
our
turn,
control.
and Miss Assassin slash grabbing stuff back for us. Please kindly regain control of the communications. 99%. Don't even need to add anything to it. It's almost guaranteed.
Terminating the opposition.
Yes, do that. Please terminate them. And then we'll defend Indonesia. There we go. That should help get welfare back under control, get the economy growing, also grow knowledge, which should grow this score, which will grow science slowly, and funding, which will grow our funding slowly, which means we'll get more money, which we do need to pay for ships.
Securing our interests.
Offering assistance.
You know, ships are expensive and important. New alien fleet, new alien fleet, new alien fleet. I mean, they're also rolling them off the production line. What are they up to now? 170 ships. They're at 170 ships. They just keep rolling them off the production line. We got like less than 10. Okay, let's compare the navies of, I was about to say world, it's solar system. 170. I've actually lagged the game by closing that tab down. Project Exodus has 7. All in Earth orbit. All in Earth orbit. Extreme Earth orbit, rather. The Academy has 2. Around high 25% orbit. The Protectorate has 4 around some other parking orbit. And they can't go anywhere. The Servants have 6. All around Mars. The Initiative has 8. All in low Earth orbit. Humanity First has 9. All here. Technically, we have 6 as well. We have 6. So, I was supposed to say 5, so it was close. Technically, these 2 are damaged because it took us a little bit of laser fire. But they're basically full strength integrity. But the Cape St. George is a little bit lower because it took the brunt of the fire. But, you know, it's basically, you know, good integrity. A good enough integrity to get there and do what they need to do, which is set up a station and outposts on the ground. And then survive, hopefully. Surviving is also the very important part, because those are very expensive ships. Alright, there's a Destroyer Resolution, and we almost have enough to make another one. Like, these guys are gonna have to... Oh, so that bug is... These guys are gonna have to contest... If that big alien fleet comes back, they're gonna have to contest. What does the edit have for weapons again? I think it's a rail cannon. Yes, rail cannon, 1 ultraviolet 60cm battery, and then 2 point defense phasers. Not arc laser turrets, not phasers. And then 4 laser engines to boost that. ECM Mark III, heatsink. Oh yeah, and it's an Orion drive ship. This ship travels by dropping bombs, nuclear bombs at the stern and blowing them up. I did briefly go into the Orion drives after not getting Z-Pinch because I didn't have the tech for it. But yeah, the aliens are quite decisively outnumbering everybody at the moment. Well, it's also combat power. 60 versus... I mean, we do have 1,000 combat power. We are the strongest of Earth's navies. Space navies. Space forces. Flying submarines in space. But we are 1/60th of the power, at least combat rating wise, of the aliens. And it's 7 ships versus 170. They are slightly outnumbered. I'm about to do some math. Hold on. Calculator, come to me. Alright. As it stands right now, each ship will have to destroy 24.28, so 24 and a quarter alien vessels in order to destroy them all for our current fleet amount. Every single ship, without losing a ship right now, actually. So, yeah, you best get to work, lads. You got some fighting ahead of you. It's a few ships, don't you worry. Alright, that's another fleet targeting Manhan Station. However, by the time it gets there, 3rd February, by the time it gets there, construction should be done of the extra defenses. Yeah, construction will be done. So that's just free destruction of enemy ships for us, which is grand. I love it. Thank you.
Things are stabilizing.
I repeat, they took that and defended it.
Is moving in our direction.
I don't think it will matter.
Things are cooling off.
I don't think it will matter. Also, because I took it, they're going full spoils. Screw you. Screw you very much, initiative. Spoils is terrible. Yes, it gets a big chunk of money when you get it. But also badly increases inequality, decreases liberty score. It's just bad. It's just straight up bad.
Are
64%.
in control now.
Didn't matter, done it anyway. There we go. Just casually fix that right back up. Then we'll go and mass media. Yeah, time to defend Indonesia. The initiative is still very much wanting to poke around and find out. And
Securing our control.
we know you
Ready
are an
to
initiative
go.
operative.
We'll see what they're up to.
You try to take Indonesia. I am going to take this guy's life. India has expired. Alright, then we'll have to go over and do India. That's fine. That's boosting up. Relations can stay negative. That way I can declare war on you of Indonesia as soon as you get your navy built, which is getting very close. And then Indonesia will grow into Australasia, potentially. And then once Malaysia gets GDP up enough, it doesn't have it yet. It's not there yet. I thought for a second that it had navy. It didn't. Once the GDP grows enough, we'll be able to build a navy in Malaysia, be able to declare war on the Philippines, and also Sarah Lakai, and take those two, just fold them all into giant Australasia, which would be good for our control point cap, and also preventing anybody else from taking it and messing with it and deciding to spoil and ruin the economy.
Securing our interests.
I will help them.
So we're going to find out who this guy is, guaranteed, because 99%, and then we're going to kill him.
Surveillance complete.
That was a surprise. I thought for sure that would have been an initiative counselor. That's a servant. What's a servant doing there? Repeat mission. If I can turn him, that would be good. I'll take turning a servant. I haven't seen a servant in God knows how long. Cause I haven't been looking for him. I've been blowing
Order
up all
is
their
returning.
stuff, all the alien stuff that they've been trying to
Public
plant.
sentiment is increasingly with us.
So, yeah, if I can
Order
turn a
is
returning.
returning.
I'll turn a servant. Also, I forgot to fix you. Let's do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Funding, yes. Economy, welfare. Actually, no funding. Economy, welfare. A little bit of knowledge. No knowledge. Oh, totalitarian. Yeah, that's fine. Nothing could go wrong there. I will need to tamp down on rest here. Oh yeah, GDP of $428. Yeah, it's also going down. GDP of 8 billion. Let's try and boost that a little bit. You know, a small bit, maybe.
We'll be ready for new orders soon.
At least until Indonesia comes along and swallows it up. Yeah, they're messing around there. Oh, Forbin Station. I'm not too worried about Forbin. Yeah, Forbin is 5 layer defense arrays. Yeah, it should be fine. That should be perfectly fine. Yeah, we need to defend India before somebody goes and tries to take India. Other than that, I think we're pretty good. We almost have enough to start construction of another ship around Mercury, because by God, does Mercury need more ships if they come back again. Come to the grass station. Get another one underway. It's 73 days. It might not be in time, but we'll try. Let's save when we can. Because that gives public opinion boost and lowers the economic loss. Targeting Indonesia. Yeah, the initiative is here. That's probably what the other guy is. It's probably initiative. What? Oh, Strides International, alright. I mean, I don't have a
Securing
use
our
for it.
control.
Ready to go.
You are actually going
What?
to investigate this guy.
Investigating target.
At your service.
And you were going to go boost public opinion there. Because that
I
guy
will try to sway the public.
might be the initiative guy who tried to, you know, go and do that. Yeah, considering he's up there and is probably going to boost initiative, that's probably what he is. Shame about the other guy. We might find him
Securing
again.
our interests.
Offering counsel.
I think it's more important to teach the initiative not to touch our stuff by putting a bullet in their head than turning a servant. Because
We've got some intel on our target.
protectorate. I mean, I'll take a protectorate as well. They're both alien affiliated. Maybe we'll finally get an update to our warning score, considering we're, you know,
Things are
almost 6
cooling
years out
off.
of date. You know, minorly out of date. You know, it's only
Violence is abating.
only a tiny bit out of date. Small bit out of date. Nothing to worry about. Oh look, another fleet's launching for Romeo 92. It's a single dreadnought, which you've already beaten before. This will not go any better for you. Why do you think you'll win when the other one's lost? I guess they are just throwing ships at it to try and stop us from arriving. Which I guess is fair. We've got an inverse of the start of the game going on, where I was just throwing ships at them to try and... It's Canada expired. Oh, another big fleet is bombarding a base around Mars. 9 ships, 2K combat power. Okay, they're grouping up. They're grouping up in order to do their bombardment. What's the Rapid Dawn class? Oh, one of them is damaged already. Spinal mag, same thing as before. An extra point defense beam, and just tons of missiles. That is Mary. This is this one. Let's see. That is 1K combat power. This is not the most defended base. This might be into this base, which actually would be a bit of a blow. It's not the biggest blow, because it has a space hospital, which is make us a little bit of money. It's been nerfed. That used to be like 100. That is 60. So that's been nerfed. It is not making us a ton of medals or nobles. Like, the main thing is making us 160 signs. Like, that would be a shame to lose. Although if we do lose it, we can build it so that it has more defenses. Okay, it could power 2 more defenses, so it could lose a fusion reactor array. No, it couldn't. Maybe if it didn't have a space hospital, and their place were laser defenses, it could maybe. They could save the research campuses, but we don't really have any more. Or tier 3. Tier 3 would be good. So it looks like a lot of them have been destroyed. Looks like all of them have been destroyed. And we lost a power and a hospital. No, research campus. Also, control by cap up by 10. And -2 hostile takeover. I mean, we haven't had any hostile takeovers, but good to have it. Army nuclear. Let's get water purification. Or, I mean, that would be nice, but that's 50,000. Let's just get the slush hydrogen tankage just done. We're never going to use it, but just to get it out of the queue. Just to remove it out of the queue, get it done. Don't have to worry about it anymore. So a little bit of damage, but not too much. Fusion reactor array. Fusion reactor array, build in space, 90 days. We do need the research campus. We do need the research, so that is being rebuilt. Where is research? There it is, research campus. 120 days. And I think I will swap the space hospital for a layer defense array. We could tank the loss, and it would increase our defenses. Yes, and build the layer defense array. This will increase the defenses of the base a little bit, And it will mean we will run a little bit negative money overall, general, on the balance sheet, but I think it is important to make sure we don't lose, or have the lower chance of losing the science output there at that base over the space hospital. Hell, I may even switch that other one out fastly back to the base. I think I will switch this one out for research campus. Yes, it does take a mission control, but it is also 80 science, which is a fair bit of science, and we need science right now. We can deal with money, but we need science. How's picking up bigger guns to shoot the aliens? I don't know, Mars. But yeah, the aliens appear to be grouping up into massive fleets now, instead of sending one ship or two ships. Uruguay has been changed. Seems like Humanity First is now in charge of the EU. You know, that flips and flops. What is that? Nigeria now under control of the serpents. Alright, you're already doing that. You need to go and lower unrest in the Pacific states. Just gonna hold it together until it can get absorbed by Indonesia. Actually. Declare war, Pacific states. Okay. Could declare war now. And then send a Pan-Asian Combine army over. You know, set national policy.
Heading to the capital.
At your service.
That's fine. Canada is, you know, nice to have, fun to lose. Public opinion, Indonesia needs to go up because the initiative is messing around and finding out effectively.
Work in the public.
I'm here.
Investigate this guy because that was more initiative gain.
Initiating surveillance.
Listen, the initiative got to learn. You messed with us during a brief window. Was like, nothing will happen. You went and messed with the economy, with our plan. Somebody's gonna pay, and it ain't gonna be us. It ain't gonna be us. It's gonna be you. You're gonna pay. The bill's coming due. Oh, so how are you doing for being spotted?
Ready for new orders soon.
Initiative and servants, alright.
I have new information.
Servants. Okay, it's you again. Thought it was initiative. Critical success. Oh, he's boosting public opinion. And because of how it works, it has to go through the initiative first.
We've moved the needle.
Alright. Maybe the initiative hasn't been messing with me as much as I thought it has been. Maybe it's been the servants.
We've moved the needle.
Which is, you know, fair. Although the initiative has been poking at me. Continue lowering unrest.
Mission complete.
Okay, that was a big jump. Declare war, Pacific states. Yes, confirm. Have India joined the war. Yes, join the war. Join the war. Join the war. Join the war. Continue. Close. You are moving to here. Deploy army. You are moving to here. Deploy army. Romeo 95. 95 is the fleet that is going to join up with 92. That could be what is that? It's a single dreadnought. I think there might be just enough point defense there to stop it. Maybe not the alien mile spag. That might get through. So that might have been a waste of resources to fail and send those two ships out by themselves. But I think they may be fine. And if they are fine, they'll join up with 92 and provide valuable reinforcements. If they aren't fine, they've slowed down the aliens' response and also potentially destroyed the ship. So you either win or you lose. That's that coming online. Fleet docks. That's 2 new layer defense sprays on Maha Station, which means it should be harder to take. They're deploying. Arrived in low Mercury orbits. Hopefully they allow us to continue building up around Mercury. Like, we're gonna have a fleet around Mercury, then we're gonna have a fleet, like, literally for the defense of Mercury, nothing else. The unrest here needs to go down. Yeah, drop
Restoring
unrest. I think that one that showed up might be an alien, because that was a major jump towards the alien side of the graph. And undecided and all that, so. Confirm assignments. They both left. Yeah, he's boosting public opinion. Or trying to anyway, 42%. It means he doesn't have great odds.
Offering support.
And the bigger this economy grows, the harder it's going to get. There to go, the armies are about to arrive.
Person of interest surveilled.
Order score is 15. We'll see if we can't flip next turn. Munitions depot blast. Why are you crying? Local crime. The into activities for philosophy was in fact caused by a local crime syndicate to cover up the theft of arms from the depot. They are called the bulk of stolen weapons, ensuring that the United States defense remains uncompromised. Oh, that's a slush hydrogen tank, which I just want to just get it done. Preparing materials. Yes, this is actually important. Damage control teams 50% faster, and army repair rate increased by 1% per day. It's not too expensive too, it's 10k. So, get that out the door. And we're also almost done techs. These 2 big techs. This will probably set this one into phased array lasers. Or coil. Coil guns. That one coil guns. The next one into magnetic nozzles. That way we can get, because that is a requirement for the neutron flux torch, which is our main drive. Is neutron flux torch. Arrived in Port Moresby.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
I will continue. I won't tell you to guarantee
Violence is a
return. Repeat.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
You're repeating. They're both
Things are
deployed.
cooling off.
You keep unrest down there. But yeah, we should just get the Pacific States in general here with this. Yeah, it's 53% occupied. Bangladesh took everyone. We've taken no damage, actually. I could have sent 1 army. Oh, yes, Atomic Age versus 7. Like, this, I could have sent 1 army. And it would have been fine. We've taken no damage from this. These guys have got AKs, and we're running around with las guns from like Warhammer 40k, effectively. And you said to choose to engage, so they're just floating around Mars. Like, Indonesia takes control. Takes control. So Pacific is conquered. Now we're just part of Indonesia general. So that is just, it's still Indonesia, but it has expanded. It has grown. You can airlift home. I'll just airlift home. It's a bit quicker. I mean, it's not quicker, but yeah, a little bit less work. To go, or you go here, you go here. Malaysia. New Navy launched. Indonesia has launched a new Navy. Well, it's there now. So that's been done, which means everything else is going into welfare and all that. I mean, it has negatively impacted welfare, because we did kind of assume all the welfare needs of the Pacific states. But all in all, it should be fine. That needs to build up more. Unification, grant independence, see territory, no. Disband army, no. So you have a claim on all of Indonesia, and not India, Australia, and also New Zealand. But we need Malaysia to get a navy, then we can get the Philippines, and then we can get Sarah Lakai. I'm probably still saying that horribly wrong, but we can get that then. And that should be that. I'll just let it run through to the end of the month. That way we do the next month for whenever next stream is. EU's doing some stuff. There are rivals, and a rivalry, and a rivalry. Is it you who flips? Turn counselor. At 21%. 80%. We'll get that rolling.
They'll be working for us soon.
Standing by for order.
You're gonna go back to blowing up stuff.
We're going in.
Yeah, go back to blowing up stuff. So we'll consider some is there. I'm gonna take a quick break. Use the washroom. Switching over to Ray for Final Fantasy 14, so I'll be 5 minutes or so. Maybe do some MSQ too. So I'll be right back. Alright, there we go. Let's go and save Terra Invicta to stream game. I wish they were flipped around to save and delete buttons. I guess it's the second time I've almost hit delete. Not a second time, it's like every single time I've almost hit delete. Trying to save. I don't want to delete. I want to save. Dun, 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 dun. And boot up 14. And what's downloading on Steam? You can pause. Don't do that. Log in there. I'll go and adjust the settings in here. 14. Yep, update that done. That's done. Hit the play button. And then we go back here, and we go, and we will wait for that to pop up. Then we go to, wait for that to go, and push the start button. That's a very drawn out long flames. 22 in queue, that should be basically no queue at all.